we're just before we get started, we're just throwing off all our promo materials. Where? All right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Just fine.
Pretty good.
And definitely a thank you for showing up on such short notice. Basically, some random dude's like, I have a podcast game stream and I'm 2 players short. Want to join in? And mad props for just saying yes. That is awesome. So, hi everybody, I'm Supersonic Mike D. I am the storyteller for this adventure. And as always, my streaming shenanigans, both with Sandbox Podcasts and on my solo career, are sponsored by Bravery Brewing in Lancaster, California. Live your life with Bravery. Tasting room open. Pizza coming soon. And shipping California-wide. And this is Night City Blues, a Cyberpunk Red actual play. And this is a production of Sandbox Podcasts. All right, so what I'd like everyone to do is just introduce who they are and tell us just a little bit about their character. And let's start with Wasp.
Hey there. The character I'm playing is Wasp. She's a solo who has returned to Night City after a brief excursion out in the desert. She's basically a soldier of fortune, typical solo stuff. And right now, she's just trying to look for some more work and make a few eddies.
And she's got a friend, I believe, right? Scrapbook?
Yeah, we our little protege, I guess you could say, taken under my wing, a young scrappy little solo, fittingly called by the name of Scrapbook. So she'll be tagging along, correct? Is that in this?
Oh yeah, she'll be tagging along.
Okay.
And coming up at us next is going to be Fumiko.
Hi, everybody. My name's Duncan, or Big Brain Dragon, as some of you may know me. I play our mid-40s Japanese native medtech by the name of Fumiko Kaneko, and she is just doing everything she can to keep people alive and help out as best she can. As is the role of a medic.
All right, and last but certainly not least is going to be Kel.
Hey, hi everyone. It's Case Poisel out here. I am playing Caliper tonight, or Cal to their friends. They are the housing landlord, manager / mad scientist tech inventor who likes to make things blow up and put explosives in regular everyday objects that shouldn't hold explosives. Nothing bad ever happens around them. Definitely not. It doesn't cause issues for Fumiko. Never, ever. And I'm excited. Last week, Caliper was working on repairing some of the damage that they caused to their own apartment building. But now they've got that a little bit settled, got people moved back in. We're going to move from there.
Yes, actually on that very topic. So this is day 2 after the attack. There's been some people that have decided, getting drug into the clown gang civil war, maybe that's a little too hot. Other people are like, woohoo, cheap rent. And a few people are like, I like this, just the style here. I like as Troll's video compilation of fighting off the bozos, and weaponized Roombas with hand grenades going off, set to probably, let's say, the 1812 overture at just the right timing.
That sounds like Troll.
Has started to go completely viral. So, well, some people have moved out, or more accurately, just decided not to move in.
I'm okay with the video going viral, and for people not moving back in, it gives me a chance to renovate and upgrade some apartments so that I might charge just a little bit more. You know how it is.
Okay, well, a couple of people roll in, and they have just rented a 2-bedroom apartment on, let's call it, the 4th floor. And Wasp, why don't you go ahead and describe yourself, please?
Just like physical description, or
Yeah, just the physical description. What do they see? What does Cal see moving in as you sign whatever lease paperwork gets signed in Cyberpunk Red?
So, you'll see a woman who's in her late 20s, coming in. She's wearing what would be described as essentially combat boots, as well as some clothing that would be like a single color fatigues. So you pretty much know that she means business, and she pretty much work is her main focus. She has long black hair, about shoulder length, blue eyes, and is of a decently athletic build.
And she's accompanied by a, let's say, slightly shorter solo, skin tight outfit, black kind of latex leather, very high heels, and pink hair fading to purple, and a pink jacket, and she's just chewing pink bubblegum. She's just along for the ride right now. And she is also heavily armed.
Damn.
And that is Scrapbook, who may or may not ever be played by anybody, or may just be a perma NPC due to some misunderstandings and a 7-hour time difference, I think is what we figured out.
Yeah, it was about 7.
Yeah, there's another person answered the call about joining randomly to help out, and turns out he's from London or somewhere in the UK.
Yeah.
And for a while, he sounded like he was going to try to be gung-ho, and I'm like, you're more hardcore than me if you can pull that off. So, as the morning kind of progresses, because neither Ellie nor Aaron can join us, I'm going to say Troll is in his room. Troll is really laser-focused on the fact that there's something extremely fishy with that news story. And there seems to be some relationship to comments left on some of Troll's posting. So that's what Troll's up to. And you see Fidget and Rex. They're walking towards the garage. Royal's with them. And Rex says there's rumors that someone's putting in a stealth shipment of Roombas. Destination unknown, other than it's somewhere in Night City. We're worried that the clowns are involved. We're gonna go see Beetle and a couple other people that might have some leads on information, and Royal's just there's this muscle if needed. So Rex and Fidget roll off in the Fidget Mobile, and Rex goes off behind them on like a badass motorcycle because he's a solo. That feels appropriate.
I just yell out after them as they're leaving out of the garage, out like outside of my workstation down there. Bring me back some Roombas.
Well, the shipment hasn't happened yet. They're not sure when it's going to happen. The subtext you get is when they find out the route, there's going to be a heist.
Hell yeah.
And And then Fumiko, you get a text
Sweet. What's it
from
say?
John Morgan,
All right.
and it
awesome.
says, "Need a favor, urgently. I'll be buying a few. The data pool has ears."
Okay.
And it basically just is, I'm gonna say there's some sort of makeshift community center in the apartment building. And it's just, he's just basically going to meet you there. And that's weird because you're at the outskirts of the combat zone, but you're still in a combat zone. And you're actually also just as close to the outskirts of the red zone. And these are places the cops don't normally go.
Yeah.
And he's like, bring all the muscle you can.
All right.
So, and meanwhile, there is a second group text that gets shot out by Mr. Morgan that just has Wasp and Scrapbook. And it basically conveys the same thing of, you're going to meet, he's going to meet you at your new apartment. By the way, congratulations. Hopefully now clown-free. It should be a lovely building. You've got some interesting neighbors. And I actually know some of them, too. We need to have a meeting. I'm calling in a favor right now.
That looks like he's got some pretty favors up in there. Well, if he said bring all the muscle I can, well, I said to text my partner since I know he's a bit of muscle and he's been through covert special ops missions. I text him real quick and I say, hey, remember that cop guy I saved one time? He told me to meet him in the community lounge at the apartment center. He said to bring all the muscle I can. Think you can make it?
You got a thumbs up emoji.
Sweet.
All right.
And
So
do you grab Kel on the way?
Of course I do.
Excellent.
Mike, before we go, I had a quick thing I wanted to see if I could have done before game in the
Okay.
last day while I was working on things. I want to call up one of my friends on my sheet. His name is Game Boy. He's a local collector of obsolete tech, particularly video games. But he also often gets some other things like that he gets in his collection. And I am trying to get an old non-wireless like non-Wi-Fi working, but just like an RC controlled air drone that I can then modify to put like an encrypted camera on, so that I can have like a just like like a little spy drone that I can make out of like an old kid's toy.
Okay, so you're trying to make something that, if something were to jam the typical comms frequencies like
Yeah.
Red Fang and
Yeah.
Phi Wise Eye, it would not. So Game Boy's like, let me work on this. I saw
Okay.
what you did with the Boomba, you called it.
Mhm.
All I want is Troll better have some really good high def footage of whatever the hell you're about to pull off with this turns out to be. Oh, and whatever, however many eddies is going to cost.
All right. Let me know.
And I'm going to say, go ahead and add that to you're not going to have that until next session.
That's fair.
But go ahead and add that to your character sheet. And then we'll have to figure out how much did this cost. And we'll figure that off. We'll figure that off stream because otherwise this is such good radio.
Oh yeah.
All right. So John Morgan walks in. He's wearing not his usual stuff. He's wearing like a weird mix of like hoodie and trench coat and he's just trying to look. It's almost like he's trying to look like not different enough to attract attention, but you know how there's just some people you see walking down the street and you just kind of don't want to have anything to be anywhere near them because they look weird and psycho and crazy?
Yeah, kind of.
He's going for that vibe because, again, the cops don't go into the combat zone. And, you know, if they did, they'd pretty much just get killed by the booster gangs.
Mhm.
So, yeah, he's taking a risk here. And there's someone else kind of wearing the same thing. He's like, all right, Fumiko, and sorry, what was Fumiko's partner's name again?
Justin Stone.
Fumiko, Justin, Caliper, Wasp. I want you to meet Lantes. Lantes, meet some of the troublemakers I know. So, it took some doing. You know, the demolition squad unfortunately got pulled over for a busted taillight and then got randomly selected for the drug and explosive dog search, and it took a few hours for the dog team to get there, and they just had to chill.
Yeah.
That took a little bit to pay off, and I'm calling that in now. Like, so the whole clown gang civil war, these fucking corpos starting to blow up buildings and trying to blow up buildings and acting like they're doing a recreation of the fucking fourth corporate war. We've had a new team in training for a while, and we got one of their last training exercises, but due to the very sudden, rapid onset of crime in the past few days between the clowns and the corpse and some new drugs on the street, we need someone to play the bad guys in an exercise. And it's an interactive brain dance, so it feels absolutely real, takes just as much effort as if it was real. It's perfectly safe. And 300 eddies in it for all of you, and per tradition, we'll go out for some beers afterwards, do some pizza.
Okay.
And then Lance chimes in and says, I got one on the team. He's got way too much of an ego on him. They call him 10 Gallon. He's really a sniper, and he really is just going for style points and headshots rather than, you know, actually landing shots and being fucking effective.
10-gallon hat, pint-sized head.
Pretty much. Not quite that bad, but you know, he just needs to be taken down. So if all of you can avoid getting shot in the head during this, it's 20 eddies out of my own pocket, just for the personal satisfaction.
I mean, that's just added bonus to not get shot in the head.
Well, I mean, it's all in the it's all in the simulation.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Getting paid to humiliate someone? I'm down.
Perfect.
As am I. Now, I think Justin might be down for that. He could definitely humiliate somebody. And Fumiko nudges him like inside.
Justin's in, Scrapbook's in. Sounds like everybody's in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I realized, for all the prep I did, I forgot to look up the Mook stats. But anyway, they're like, well,
Where are we doing this?
You're doing it at the police academy. So you guys kind of, because the transportation situation, you guys just kind of hoof it a few blocks, and then you're able to hop on. Once you're safely out of the red zone and safely gotten rid of any tails, there's a van that they took.
All right.
And they can give you a ride there and most of the way back.
It's better than walking.
I agree.
Exactly.
I'm gonna talk to Morgan on the way in, like while we're walking and while we're heading there. And I'm gonna be like, so do you know what kind of like BD gear they're using? Do you know what make, what model?
Sorry, what kind of gear?
BD
Oh,
gear.
BD gear. He's like, no, I don't. It's I'm not. No, wait, that was Caliper asking that.
Yeah,
I think he didn't. He probably mostly knows you by reputation than personally meeting him, right?
probably.
So he's just like, well,
I don't think
he
we've ever met.
basically expresses that he's not a technical person, and as long as the gear works, he's not. That's not one of the things he's typically concerned with.
All right. Do you know if we'll have like any time to like just like get situated before the whole like shooting starts?
Oh yeah.
All right.
So we'll give you. So they go. You guys make it to the Night City Police Academy, and there's armed guards and a metal detector as you walk up to the door. And when they see you coming, they just kind of wave you around to the side to bypass it.
Mm.
And they take you into a conference room.
Mm-hmm.
And another person comes in and introduces herself as the instructor. Let me retcon real quick. On the way, as you're listening to the equivalent of high def radio, a public service announcement comes on, sponsored by the Ultra Safe Nuclear Corporation, and it explains that there's just a baseline background level of radiation that is normal and not, some might say it's healthy. It might be unhealthy if that were to go away. And they then proceed to explain how the amount of baseline radiation your human body gives off increases slightly by ingesting banana-flavored kibble from, what's the name of that company? The kibble company?
Continental Brands.
Continental Brands. And they're like, something as harmless as kibble from Continental Brands can raise your background radiation by a very small but still detectable amount. It's all perfectly safe.
There's also a rumor that Continental Brands once made tires at one point in their life.
They do have a tire flavored kibble product that is in test.
Tastes like asphalt.
It's got better flavors. It's got better reviews than the Straw Raz toothpaste berry flavor.
I would imagine so.
I just want to say, banana flavored kibble just sounds absolutely horrible.
Dude,
Yep.
the whole concept of kibble is to be horrible, and I will be, again, totally not stealing this from a much more popular Cyberpunk Red podcast. I will be coming up with more and more absurd and horrific flavors of kibble as we progress through this adventure.
I don't know. Some ridiculous kibble flavors have been pretty good. Like I say, as Caliper, as we're like writing in, I'm like, it was surprisingly interesting. The like orange juice after brushing your teeth kibble.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like, not too bad actually. Not too bad.
Perfect.
I don't know. I wasn't really much of a fan of the mop water flavored kibble, so.
That's because that was the rookie mistake, was getting that mixed up with the mouthwash flavor, which is actually quite refreshing.
It's nice and minty.
Have any of you tried the mystery bag? I think one of those I got tasted like earwax.
No, I've never been brave enough to try the mystery bag.
As soon as you say you talk about the mystery bag, both everybody else in the room just looks at you with a look of horror.
It's
And
like,
you
what?
see like someone let's say Lopez gives you like that 1,000-yard stare, like you just triggered a PTSD type of memory. Yeah. So anyway, the instructor. And instructor, let's just say that's an officer instructor because this is going to be a throwaway NPC on like people that deserve a name. Says, so we're coming up, we're starting to train up the first of a new set of elite SWAT teams. We're going to eventually get back into the combat zones, and we got to totally be prepared to take on those fucking corpos because it looks like they're gearing up to just act like it's 2020 to 2024 all over again, and they can just wage war and blow up buildings with impunity. Not on our fucking watch. And this is the first batch of specially trained officers going through this program. And for one of our capstone training exercises, we want you to play the role of ruthless mercenaries holding a VIP hostage. You're going to be on the 32nd story boardroom of a corporate building. You guys had part of your gang had shut off the power to disable the elevators, created a standoff. Your goal, this is a 3-hour simulation. Your goal is to protect the hostage and drive off our officers. The student's goal will be to rescue the hostage. Again, this is a simulation. So all your gear will be simulated. We'll do a quick check before we get started to make sure everything is fully functional. It's perfectly safe. Nothing can go wrong. Everything will be fine.
You instill such confidence in me.
Is the BD gear like there in the office with us?
There is the BD gear, and it's a Surgatoi Rush Revolution. I mean, this shit just came out. This is hard to get.
Kai, look it over, see if there's been any like aftermarket modifications made to it.
Give me a DV15 basic tech check, please.
Basic tech. All right. Will this roll to do? That is a 22.
Yes. It is stock, and you know that the stock performance is quite impressive. Like, this is the highest end of the high-end gear, and nobody can get their hands on it. Like, the fact that they've got enough of this for this whole exercise is astounding. And you also discover that everything is perfectly working, malfunction-free, and certain fail-safes have been enabled. So, for example, all the weapons that you guys are holding are actually going to be... You're just feeling the weapon in your hands from the BD. So there aren't actually even physically simulated weapons. Everything's in the simulation.
Yeah, because we're just going to be laying down, and it's all going to be in our head.
Well, yeah, exactly. So basically, nothing can actually really go wrong unless the building catches on fire or something.
All right.
And Lopez says, as is tradition, I will play as senior officer in charge of the training. I will be playing the role of the hostage. I'll be giving you guys a little bit of coaching on what I want you to do.
Right.
And just pretend like I'm some bigwig corpo type.
And Fumiko says with a twinkle in her eye, "Oh, I can do that."
Is Lopez the only officer in there with us right now? Or
It's
the training
Lopez,
officer?
the briefing instructor, and it is John Morgan, who's a very senior police officer.
And we know Lopez and Morgan, right?
You've never met Lopez before, but Morgan brought Lopez to your apartment building in the combat zone. So
Okay.
you can tell that making that meet happen was Morgan considered that very high priority.
Okay. And does it look like the training officer like cares that I'm handling the BD gear at all, like checking it out and looking it over?
So he's kind of still in the at the end of his PowerPoint, and
Mhm.
then a couple of texts come out to start getting everybody set up, and as soon as they walk in, they see somebody kind of handling the tech already, and they're like, "Wait, sir," and then they give like a look of recognition. They're like, "Ah, I see a discerning viewer. Isn't this shit fucking awesome?"
Yes.
And they start nerding out with you for like 2 minutes of technobabble about the specs.
Okay.
And then they fit everybody in the Revolution system for the simulation. And they say, all right, you're going to start on the 32nd floor. You have the hostage. You can position yourselves accordingly, and then the exercise will begin.
All right.
And you will have all of the gear you walked into here with, just so it's, stuff you're familiar with. Any questions before we begin?
Ooh. He goes as with a twinkle in her eye. Nope. I think I'm good on that.
Perfect.
So how much does it hurt when you get shot in this thing?
Oh, I mean, it feels just like real life. You just can't die.
Great.
You're going to know you got shot.
Trying to figure out if I do something dumb or not.
Let me see. What do the stims do again? Look. Because I've got 2 stims, and I feel like they're going to come very in handy.
I am. Is there a way with my, like, because I have one of my hands is my tool hand, so I have like all the tools I need like inside my fingertips for doing all this kind of little tiny work. Can I alter the BD gear in such a way that the signal that I send out that is viewed by others inside the simulation is at like like a microsecond delay to give me just like a tiny bit of edge over like the people like receiving my input?
Okay, give me a stealth check, I think. Is that a thing?
Stealth is a
Yeah.
to do it
Think so,
to do it sneaky.
To do it
See if I
sneaky, yeah, because you have 2 techs who know exactly who you are, and they're definitely keeping a very close eye on you because they know you're going to try to fuck with shit.
I will spend 3 luck to raise that to 15.
Okay. And I will look for... I forgot to bring up my DM screen to have easy access to what the DVs are. What did you bring that to?
15.
15. So, I believe in Cyberpunk Red, if there's a tie, it means that the status quo holds. So you're like about to do it, and then they just turn around and look at you and just they just shake their head and wag their finger and say, "Come on, this stuff is in mint condition, right? It's brand new."
I mean, we're here to push the system, right?
You're here to push the students.
Same thing. Students are the system.
That they just shake their head and they keep a very close eye on you.
All right.
And I did only make it difficult, not professional, to pull that off.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not very sneaky. I'm just very good at
You're
hacking
very.
things.
If they hadn't been watching you, you could have done all kinds of havoc in that.
Oh yeah.
They've seen your handiwork before. It's gone viral, so they're definitely watching you. Like, you also get the sense that they're definitely impressed by your what you've pulled off with the Roomba situation.
All right.
By the way,
Man,
wouldn't it be
I have to-
hilarious
I
if
have
we
to
ended
up
up getting
myself.
sponsored by like iRobot?
That would be the best.
Explosives not included.
Explosives not included. All right. Let's get this thing started.
All right. So the simulation begins. Go ahead and move yourselves where you'd like to be.
I have.
And for the sake of this exercise, let's say Fidget is the hostage.
Okay. For token wise.
Just token wise, because that's what I had handy.
Where is the these are the elevators?
Those are the elevators, and
Where would the stairs coming up? Because we know the elevators are down.
Okay, let me draw that in real quick. Do you see the blue box?
Yeah.
Okay, for the sake of argument, the blue box is where the stairs are.
Okay.
And all the other walls are basically, except for the part where you can see outside the edge of the building, everything else is floor to ceiling window. And just for your information, you are not on the top floor of this building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are stairs coming down as well.
There's stairs coming up and down. There's definitely a roof type situation.
All right. We probably want to keep the hostage around here then.
Probably for the best. Yeah.
My while the instructor was like talking us through the scenario, in my head all I was imagining was that there's actually like the secret subplot in this mission where we're actually just trying to steal a bunch of money, and the hostages are just like the hostage is just a diversion, and the building we're in is Nakatomi Plaza.
Nice. You know what? If it was Christmas time, I would totally say this is Nakatomi Plaza. But that is a Christmas movie. We can all agree on that, right?
Yep.
100%.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Please tell me one of them is not named John McClane.
Yep.
All right. So I am, for the sake of, actually, I'm not going to make Fidget be the hostage because I'm going to make it be something that I can just give control over.
Okay.
You know what? Let's be just completely ridiculous. And boom. In more ways than one.
There we go.
There's your hostage.
All right, let's put.
They'll just
this
whir
switch
away.
here.
There you go.
So, but to be honest, we don't have to do much to keep it hostage. We just have to just throw some desks on the floor and make a little pen out of it. That way it won't escape.
But that is actually Officer Lopez in real life. It just
All right.
with all the other shit going on, like needing to learn how to set up all the overlays for this, I did not have as much time as I would have liked to prepare tokens and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm trying to look at my gear.
sorry, not sorry. I'm doing the best I can here. And by the way,
do we have access to any extra gear for the purposes of this this scenario?
I'm glad you asked. That's exactly related to why I rolled a 1d3. Fumiko, when the simulation begins, like right as soon as everybody basically place themselves in the hostage where they want to be?
Which token am I controlling? I don't see a wasp token.
Oh, I forgot to copy over a wasp token. My bad.
That's fine.
So there's now a wasp token there.
Yeah.
Can you control the token?
Yep.
Perfect.
All good.
All right, is everybody where they want to be to start?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Fumiko, as soon as everyone says we're in position and the power goes out, whoop, simulation initiated, you look down and there's something in front of you. It's a long tube in wrapping paper that says has cacti and cowboy hats. And actually, this makes sense that this was that I rolled you. And it is addressed to Fumiko.
I pick it up and I see what's inside.
It's a single-use missile launcher.
Oh,
Can you go ahead and look up the stats for that in the red PDF? Because I didn't think to plan that far ahead.
I think. I was asking because I was just wanted to see if we had any explosive, even like just like simple grenades.
I
you-
see rocket launcher under heavy weapons, so I
Yep.
assume that's probably the same thing.
Yes.
It is a very heavy. Is a Heavy
Just
weapon.
keep those stats handy for when you decide to fire it.
all right. It's 8d6.
Okay.
a lot.
Basically, you have whatever gear you walked into police headquarters with.
Alright.
So, Poizo, if you want to retcon that you wanted to go and grab more explosives on the way,
I just wouldn't have brought explosives into a police headquarters into the police station because I figure they have control of the program. They can give us whatever loadout they want.
Well, they figured that you guys would walk in not knowing exactly what you were doing, bringing everything you want. If you want to try to say, wait, abort initiation, execute protocol add explosives.exe.
Yeah.
You know what? You're
Because
looking.
we're supposed to be testing them, so we're professionals, and I'm not going to professionally bring explosives into a police headquarters. That just is asking for trouble.
You know, as soon as you say that, they stop and say, we appreciate that. So they ask kind of what are you looking for, and then they're going to decide what's realistic. Although they do tell you no fucking Roombas.
Okay, I start breaking down an idea. Well, I'm essentially I want to build a hostage vest using homemade explosives that we're going to put on the hostage inside the simulation to make it harder to rescue the hostage.
Okay, so you basically just want like a brick of C4 that if they get too close, it's like one more step and hostage go boom.
Yeah, and also like then I can wire it inside the simulation to make it so that if they try to remove it from her, if in the case that we do get they do get a hold of her and we are taken down, that they could still fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get one. You get one block of C4 that you can form into this, and we're just gonna call it damage-wise one hand grenade.
Okay.
And you can look up the stats for that, including the area of effect, because that will be important.
No, that's fair. I think I have hand grenade already on my sheet.
Okay.
It is the same as a Boomba.
It's exactly the same as a Boomba. All right. So the power goes out, and the simulation is initiated, and there is an AV4 flying around. I'm just gonna, for the sake of keeping the map not ridiculously big, it is always going to be approximately 150 meters out. And I'm just going to kind of keep that token towards the side of the building where it's at.
Mhm.
And our 3-hour timer has commenced. And this is going to be a little weird because we're not always going to be in an initiative. But the first thing that's going to happen is, so one of the students is flying the AB4, and you see someone with a cowboy hat and a really big ass assault rifle. Stick, basically aim out the door. And it's gonna.
Do we have initiative first?
We're not really doing initiative yet because 3 hours of initiative is just bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they, as the Aerogyro AB4 goes by, 10 Gallon sees a chance and takes a shot, and this is where, for whatever reason, I don't have the stats in the one book, so I gotta go off the other book. You know what? I'm just gonna make an executive decision, and I'm gonna use these. Wait, yeah, these stats. So that is going to be
Your sniper rifle is 5d6.
It's not. It's actually just an assault rifle.
Same
so
thing.
this fool
5d6.
is. It's actually. Yeah, it's 5d6. No, I'm looking for their skill level.
Oh, the range.
Okay, so that is. And that's at a -8, by the way. So that's definitely gonna miss.
Oof.
How far out was he again?
He. Let's go with a he. Would need a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's. I think we can all agree that 16 -8 or 16 is a lot less than 28.
That is fair.
Absolutely.
And the Aerogyro kind of flies around the corner here. They're kind of like jinking and jiving, trying to avoid taking fire. So for the sake of this, we're not actually in initiative at this point because I'm not going to do. You have 3 hours. There are 20 rounds a minute. I'm not going to do that many rounds of goddamn initiative. So you guys just. He took a shot. He took a pot shot. It's kind of flown around the corner. What's everybody doing?
All right. Well, I have an idea. For first and foremost, what I want to do is with my 2 things of stim is. Let me see. What does I do again? What was it last? Let me look here, bear with me just a second. 30 something your take. Let me look at this real quick. Tick, there it is. All right, so sit wounded wound state for person claim benefits per day. That only lasts for an hour. How long has it been since this? An hour or so?
No, it's not. It's been like, let's say it's like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that just yet. Because I was gonna give someone stim, but basically what that do that ignores like all the penalties from like the wounded state, I think.
There we go.
From all being seriously wounded.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you probably want to wait until someone's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm figuring.
Wasp is pretty tanky. I mean, she's got 50 hit points and 11 SP armor. So
Nice.
So
Oh, how did
that-
you
it's-
divvy up your solo combat point thingamajigger, by the way?
Oh, I for right now I'm gonna do 2 points in threat detection, so that's +2 to perception checks, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the other 2 points in damage deflection, so reduce damage by 1.
Actually, what I want to do, since I have this with me, is I don't know how much I have on me, but I'm going to use my glow-in-the-dark duct tape and put some of that around us.
Okay, so you set up glow in the dark duct tape.
Yes.
highlighting your position.
Actually,
You don't
well,
want to do that.
maybe that's not the best idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna be able
Yeah.
to see us with that.
We do not want that.
Okay. Let's see. Can't really think of much.
Is Lopez already rigged up for explosion, or do I need to go through the rules once we're at the sim?
You know what? Let's say while that first 5 minutes is going on, Wasp, the AV roars in. There's a headshot at Wasp. While all that's going on is while you're rigging up the vest.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you roll for that because that just seems
Can I see
not fun.
where the
That's
that
fine.
flying vehicle he was in outside the window went?
Give me a perception check.
Where did that go?
As the AV4 kind of has flown off towards where it's in the sun glint. Oh yeah. You see it, and actually, if you look at the map, do you see where I'm pinging?
Let me look.
Southwest corner.
Yeah. Do you see the token there?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. That's the AV4.
That's where it's currently located.
That's where it's currently located.
Question. Could I get... Alright. Said, no, I think I'll save the rocket launcher for later. I wanted to shoot it with the rocket launcher, but I think that's too far away.
It would be
it's gonna be 100. It's gonna be always approximately 150 meters away.
It's a DV-20 at that range with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I'm not very proficient in very heavy weapons, so...
Yeah, I don't have any points in heavy weapons. I mean, I have 7 reflex, but
I mean, you could always crit and get lucky.
I have no
true.
points in heavy weapons either, but I have an 8 reflex.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to chance it, but now I know where it is, so...
So, all right, what all you guys doing? Are you just kind of like hunkering down?
If the bomb's all rigged up, I will try to move to a position where I have a little bit of cover and try to take shots at the AV itself.
Okay.
Just to try to
What are
keep it at
you?
range. I have an assault rifle.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an assault rifle roll.
Which is a DB-20 at that range.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulder, arms. 23. Okay.
Now you're gonna make me look up how many hit points does the AV have. You know what? I'm gonna say. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
All right.
I wish I could open the same PDF in multiple tabs in Adobe.
Oh, I should just roll it into roll 20. That is 5d6. 16.
16. So you do 16 damage. On. I think I can figure out how to open this up again in a different viewer. And you're just aiming at the AV, right? You're not making a cold shot for any
No,
occupant.
I'm just aiming at the AV.
Okay, so you do 16 damage to the AV. The AV just kind of like shudders for a second. Runs kind of like, and then it dodges around the corner here. And I'm going to make in a moment a roll to see how much time you guys have killed with that. But first, I apparently need to look up how many hit points an AV4 has.
It's got 100.
It's got 100?
100 STP, yeah. 324.
Okay, cool.
Page.
So I'm going to say it's got... And how much armor does it have?
It does not say. It just says structural damage points.
I'm going to say it's got 12. All right. I'm also going to say, for the sake of this, you're not going to actually be able to fully shoot down the AV just because reasons. But let's go ahead and roll a d10 and see. No, let's roll a d20. Okay, so while all that was going on, you've killed off 15 minutes of your 3-hour window.
So we're 20 minutes down.
Let's see. All right. I want to do a perception check just to see if I can hear if anyone is maybe potentially coming up to storm this floor, get in position to storm the floor.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. I can add +2 from the 2 points for threat detection. So that's a 16.
16? No, you don't hear anything yet.
Okay.
Are there well, I mean, this is a corporate office building, yeah? Or a corporate like structure?
Yes, it is.
Cool. Can I find the fire extinguishers?
Oh, you mean like hack into the fire suppression system?
No, like the individual, like in case of fire in any given space, like there has to be one somewhere or multiple, like
Yeah.
handheld fire extinguishers.
Yeah, you know what? You found one fire extinguisher on this whole floor.
Okay. I want to rig that to the entranceway from the stairs coming, because there's just the one door that they can come in from the stairs. And set it so that if that door is opened in any way, it sets off that and creates a like a cover area of like the smoke, and also will alert us if those doors are opened.
Sure. Give me, what kind of roll do you want to make here?
Maybe a I would say either like basic tech or like security tech.
I'm gonna go with, I'll tell you what, which one do you really want to make?
They're both the same for me.
Okay, perfect. Then just make that roll.
All right. Would any of my maker expertises apply to this?
Oh, you mean your special class ability stuff?
Yeah. Field expert, because those just add a bonus to my roll. Whether it's so the 4 ones are field expertise, upgrade expertise, fabrication expertise, and invention expertise.
Let's call this invention expertise.
Cool. So that adds 3. I'm gonna put 1 point of luck just to bring that up to a 20.
A 20, you say?
Yes.
Sure. You feel like you almost didn't make it, but you feel pretty confident that this is actually gonna work.
Okay. Cool. And so I've moved over here to set that up for the moment.
Sweet. And
when it's done, I'll move back down to this point.
And the helicopter is gonna, the AV is, while all this is happening, gets back into a position. And let's say they take a shot at Fumiko.
Just so you know, I have a 12 evasion.
Oh, your evasion stat is a 12?
Yeah.
But wait, isn't it like you have to have a 8 reflex in order to evade a firearms strike? Or
I do have an 8 reflex.
Cool. It doesn't matter because it was a called shot to the head. So, yeah. That was like a DV. That was actually close. It was a 20 to hit, but it was only a 17, so that kind of like meanders over here. You guys want to do? What do you guys do next?
Right. I'm gonna move a little bit. So all of these over here, are these windows?
Oh yeah.
Or...
Basically, with the exception of the elevators, and then you see
Mhm.
like this area here and here where you can kind of see the side of the building.
Yeah.
Everything else that's border is basically wall to ceiling window, except where there's a defined wall area.
Okay.
Like there's a very, very thin wall area right here where I'm pinging, and the
Mhm.
rest is like, it's like window, very small, a very thin wall, window.
Okay.
So you are totally exposed.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna see. If I was to move to about right here, would I be able to shoot over? Would this desk right here count as cover, and I could pop up and shoot over? Or
It would definitely give you cover.
okay.
It maybe isn't quite as easy to shoot over as you'd wish, but it definitely gives you some good cover.
Okay.
And maybe if they don't have a clear shot, they're not going to go for a headshot.
Okay. Now if I want to aim at the occupant who's been taking pot shots at us in the AV, would that have to be a called shot?
That would be a called shot at a +8 to difficulty.
Okay. Why not? Go ahead and take a pot shot at him.
And what are you shooting with?
I'm gonna shoot with an assault rifle.
All right, so you need a 28.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm sorry, Fumiko. That 17 where I said they needed a 20, they actually needed a 28.
Ooh. 20. Oof.
Yeah. So if that was not a called shot, you would have hit the air vehicle, but that was a called shot.
Mm.
So you just kind of whiff it.
Yeah.
And all right, last call for anybody else to do anything.
I'm gonna move up and do the same from another cubicle down further.
Okay.
And take a shot at just at the AV again.
Just at the AV, all right.
Because like it pushed it away for a while, and we're just trying to buy time, so keep it out of the way. So shoulder arms again. I will. I'll hold on to my luck because I don't want to burn out.
And I'm going to take 2 shots at it with my heavy pistol. So,
With your very heavy pistol or very heavy pistol?
heavy pistol.
Actually, it doesn't actually matter, because it just says weapon type pistol and the difficulty value by range. Yeah, go for it. So you said it's a heavy pistol?
Yeah.
So I believe your rate of fire on a heavy pistol is 2.
Yeah, it is.
So go ahead and if you want to, you can attack twice
Sweet. I will definitely do that.
with
I gotta roll.
this pseudo initiative kind of thing.
I gotta roll handgun, so.
Oh, was that a critical?
Yep.
Okay. You definitely see some sparks shoot as you hit something kind of... Well, actually, no. Critical hit is not critical damage, but you definitely feel like you hit it for sure. Go ahead and roll your damage.
3d6, so it's 11 damage.
Okay, and go ahead and
let's
roll
see if
your
I
other
can hit it again.
attack.
Gonna hit it again. So
Oh, another hit.
21. Roll another 3d6. 15.
Ooh.
Oh,
I thought
Sixes.
if you'd actually hit the meat inside, that would have been critical damage, but you can't
How
crit
far-
on machines.
how far away is the AV still? 150 meters.
It's always going to be approximately 150 meters away.
Okay.
The map is not... When you go off the color portion of the map to white space, it is no longer to scale.
Yeah. No, I figured that.
Just for the sake of... I tried to make it to scale and then quickly realized that was a mistake.
But yeah, that was some damage I did right there.
So let's see how much time y'all killed with that one.
26 damage.
Really? All right, you guys. You know what?
My assault rifle also has a rate of fire of 2.
Wait, really?
Mhm.
That doesn't sound right. But sure, go ahead and take another shot.
I mean, that's according to the sheet and the. Oh no, it has a rate of fire. I don't know why it has a rate of fire of 2 on my character sheet, but it has a 1 in the book. So
Yeah, I
never
was gonna
mind.
say, I only certain pistols and melee had a rate of fire too, as far as I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are slightly at the halfway point of the stream, not of the time. So we're gonna take a quick break of approximately 5 minutes.
Yep.
So at 8:12 Pacific, we'll, if not a little sooner, we'll get started, and we're gonna be right back. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. That was our quick intermission.
Back.
Welcome back to Night City Blues, a Cyberpunk Red actual play podcast and stream. This is a production of Sandbox Podcasts. And as we pick back up, actually, Kel, give me a 1d10 plus your current luck roll.
Me? All right.
Yeah, because your system, you didn't really get what you wanted, but it has been slightly tampered with.
10.
10, you say. You see a black cat walk by. A split second later, you see another black cat go by. And there's a glitch in the matrix. And you see this conference room, smoke-filled. Bunch of corpo types, smoking cigars, cigar smoke all over the room. You see World Star Hip Hop and Global Telecommunications Inc. You see Militech. You see Continental Brands. Actually, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
All of us.
Perception.
So all of us perception or
Crit.
just
Just
27.
Kel. Did you say a 27? Okay.
I crit
Yeah.
on that.
Oh,
Holy shit. Of all the things to crit on tonight, this was actually the most important. You gotta love it when random inspiration strikes you as you're about towards the bottom of drinking a can of beer, roughly the size of your head. So you glance over and you see the glitch in the matrix. You see the smoke-filled room, the literal and figurative smoke-filled room. You see people from Militech, Continental Brands, World Star, Hip Hop, and Global Telecommunications Inc. And then you see a few other corps represented. You can't quite make them out. And there's a presentation. And it you know, just as you start reading it, it says Project something. Can't quite make it out through the smoke. A return to the good old days. And just as that happens, there's another glitch in the matrix, and everybody just hears, like, you know that sound when the record player just scratches and stops?
Yep.
Everybody feels that. And officer instructor comes on comms and says, anomaly detected. Is everybody okay? And Kel, the glitch in the matrix is now gone. The cats are gone. The corpos are gone. You just see what you see.
Yeah, everything's fine.
fine so far. No issues here.
All right. Resuming simulation.
Is there a way, while we're in the simulation, to run like a in the background system diagnostics with my Neuralink?
You know what? I'm just gonna say yes and to that. What role would you like to make? And what are you
I'm
trying to discover?
I am just trying to make sure that the safety protocols are still in place.
Sure.
Cybertech?
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy that role. You gotta. So the way I'm gonna do this is, except for very specific cases where I've got a role in mind,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna let you not just pick what you want to do, but just sell me on what that role is. I mean, if it's
yeah, 'cause I'm
persuasion
just
and you want to
using-
sell me on acting, then you can try to sell me on acting. If it's picking a lock and you're trying to sell me on acting like the door is just unlocked, I'm going to be like, probably not. But yeah, roll what you want here and
Yeah, because
tell me
I
what you get.
actually like I have a Neuralink installed on my head and the interface plugs that are plugged into the BD, and so I can run through my own like personal like agent system to check on the BD system to make sure that the safety protocols are still in place after this glitch, and to see if I
Sure.
can record what happened there, like what caused it.
Okay. Give me that roll.
22 for Cybertech.
And that's to ensure safety protocols are in place.
Yeah.
And I'll actually give me basic tech for that, and then no, I'll just say you
Basic
got
tech
it.
was
It's the
also
same
a
anyway.
20.
Thank you, RNG gods. Yes. With that roll, you're able to tell safety protocols have not been compromised.
Okay.
But there is a bunch of error messages and warnings. It's all gobbledygook. Give me.
I still just want to drop it on a memory chip so I can examine it
Sure,
later.
you have saved the log file and the last 20 seconds of recording.
Okay.
Actually, if you give me, with that cybertech check, it's not clear what happened. It seems like whatever happened was impossible.
Well, I'll probably
But-
have to take a look at it later anyways.
But
So-
you are fairly confident the safety protocols are in place. And if you
Okay.
want to slap yourself just to be sure, you can do so.
I'll pinch myself. But yeah.
You are 100% confident your safety protocols are still working.
Okay. Cool.
For the sake of moving this along, let's say... Really? Okay, that's better. So, you're at about the 55-minute mark. And then you hear the AV kind of approaching again. What do people do?
I shoot it.
I'm ducking down for cover to wait until after they take their shot, because I know, like, Cowboy's looking for his headshots, and I'll use the cover to absorb any shot coming in and then return fire after that.
Perfect. What's everyone
shoot
else want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and just take a standard shot at it.
Okay, standard shot at the AV.
Yep.
Okay,
I take two
give
shots
me. You're rolling assault rifle, right?
Yes, sir.
Give me that attack roll.
Oof.
That you miss.
Yep. All right.
And what's Fumiko doing?
Shooting it.
Okay.
That a hit?
So I
That-
looked that up during the break. The handgun range at 150 meters, DV is 30, not 20.
Yes. 20 is the assault rifle DV. And rocket launcher DV for those who might be interested in that number.
Oh! Well, in that case.
So you Fumiko misses. Well, let's just say, for the sake of, I don't want to play with myself, the NPCs are being very effective at being badass and cool NPCs. And that statement is pretty much true until y'all really start fucking up.
Cool.
All right.
I'll take my shot to move this along.
Okay, so you
Alright,
just
but I'm
kind of pop up, take the shot, and duck down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I missed.
and you
I'm gonna duck
miss.
back down. See if
All
I
right.
get some.
All right. Yeah, this whole encounter was not quite written well in the jumpstart kit, because it's like, here's 3 hours of shit, and stuff only happens at 2 key points. Otherwise, they really expect me to do, what is it like? Each round is 3 seconds, so there's 20 rounds a minute.
Mhm.
So there is 1,200 rounds an hour. Do they really
Oh.
expect us to do?
Ooh.
That is brutal.
Do they really
That's
expect
very
us to do 3,600 rounds? I sure as hell am not going to do that. I mean, we're going to be here all fucking night. So I'm just going to say we've hit the hour mark of the simulation with that. And that is relevant for reasons. And those reasons are about to be showing up here. As let's move those to token layer. And what is their mook stat? Okay. Sorry, just one sec here as... Wow, my keyboard is loud. I apologize. So you hear a very, if you've played Call of Duty Warzone, a very Warzone-like sound of very loud, obvious glass breaking, followed by the sound of, like, just the hint of sound of people going down zip lines.
Oh.
And then there's the sound of glass breaking. And let's actually go into initiative at this point, if I can figure out how to add these guys to initiative.
You make sure you highlight them and then roll initiative for them. So you have to.
Oh,
Like,
they don't
make sure-
have sheets. I mean,
Oh,
that's just, you know what? That thing's in initiative order. And initiative is just basically your reflex, right?
D10 plus your reflex. Yeah.
All right.
Well, mine's an 11 because I have a Korenzikov, so it's +2 to that.
So everyone, go ahead and put your initiative into the order, please.
That's already in there.
Already did.
All right, Caliper. You just heard the sound of zipline and breaking glass. What do you do?
Do I know what side of the building I heard it on?
Yeah, over here where Blue Ping is.
All right.
And if you see the
what's my
4 blue
speed?
dudes, which your characters don't see yet, but as the players, yeah,
that's that.
that's where the sound of breaking glass and hut, 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 hut.
How do I add my roll to the turn order?
Click on your icon, and then in your character sheet, you should be able to roll for initiative.
Yeah, did that.
Did that not add you?
No, doesn't look like it did.
I'm gonna say you're fidget for the sake of this. What's your initiative total?
It should be 11. Rolled a 9, but I have +2 from Korenzikov.
Okay.
I moved to there, and that's the end of my turn.
So Wasp, you're gonna go on Fidget's order in initiative, which I just closed the initiative tracker by mistake. I do not know how to work Roll20. I apologize. Shit, I don't actually know how to bring this back.
There is a
Is there a command?
no, the on the left side, the bar, the one that looks like a clock.
There we go.
Yeah, there
Okay.
we go.
Fumiko, you're up.
Didn't Cal roll higher than me? Oh, or did Cal just go?
I already
Kelper
Yeah, Cal just went.
just went, although Kelper's initiative is lower than yours somehow.
because you moved the turn order forward.
Oh,
Because we're the only 2 on the turn order currently. It's
I'm seeing more than. What's your initiative, Kelper?
17.
17. All right.
The only 2 things that I see on the turn order right now are Duncan and myself.
And now I see 2 Kelpers. You know what? Fuck it, we're doing it live. Okay, Kelper just went. Duncan, Fumiko is up.
All right.
Roll 20 is hard, you guys.
It is. No, what to do. Trying to think of something else I could do that's somewhat useful. Let me see. Trying to think. I take out my cryo bag or whatever it's called, and I just throw it in this office chair, like right here.
Okay.
Oh, it's behind cover, and I know where it is. I don't have to lug it out. I just grab it and throw one AL in it if you get hurt.
All right. Cool. It's Mook's turn then. And they have a move of dog water.
Yeah, my cryo pump. That's what it's called. There we go.
And you hear a door just get kicked open. And you hear, like, booted footsteps, and that's about it. Wasp, you're up.
All right, let's see. How far are they? They're about 14. All right. Say if I was gonna move to this position right by this door, would I have line of sight on this first one?
I'll tell you what, you'd kind of have to, like, go, like, here first and then to here, and while you're there, you can just, like, open the door. I'm gonna call that a free action for now, because I called that a free action for the bad guys.
So I'd have to move to right here.
Well, you'd have to move there
door.
anyway in order to move here. But while you're
Okay.
there, you could just, like, elbow open or kick open the door or whatever you want to do that is appropriately cool.
Okay. Just we'll go ahead and kick the door open, and then let's see. Thing. So, would you say that would be line of sight of that one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and auto fire on this first one.
Okay. Are you auto firing with an assault rifle or SMG?
Assault rifle.
And that was 13 meters?
It was 14 meters.
14 meters. All right. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Okay. All right. Auto fire.
And then I got to remember how the auto fire rules work.
Oh.
Oof. Yep. Don't forget you can use your luck points. And
I mean, unless you want to dump some luck into that.
Yeah, let's I just need to. Do I need to get 17 or beat?
I thought the
17.
DV was 15 for 13 for 14.
That's assault rifle single shot.
No, the autofire DV is further down on page 173.
Yeah, my
Okay, I'm
shows
looking
it's
at a cheat sheet. If you're
Unless they got eroded.
actually, wait, no, the auto fire DVs on this are banana pancakes. So you're saying it's what per the book?
So assault rifle for autofire for 0 to 6 is 17, 7 to 12 is 16, 13 to 25 is 15, 26 to 50 is 13, and then 51 to 100 it goes back up to 15.
I think that's a standard DV, but the auto fire DVs here are banana pancakes in this cheat sheet I found.
It's 17. I see it.
Yeah.
So you're saying it should be 15/17?
It should be 15 according to the
that
book.
should be standard assault rifle, not auto fire.
No, even look like on page 170. There's a specific section that is auto fire DVs based on range, and it just has SMGs and
what page is that?
173, the bottom of the page.
Hang on.
Wait, 173. Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Oh wait, no.
Has,
it should be we're at 13 to 25, so it should be a DV of 17.
Yeah, it's one of the incorrect values in the first printing.
Then I guess
Which
I
is
have a print.
yeah, in the cheat sheet I'm looking at, it's 25, which is just it's 10 above the regular to hit, which is obviously got to be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need a 17 to hit, and you really want to dump more luck than that into this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dump 3 points of luck into this to smack this first guy. So
Okay, roll your damage and multiply by 2, please.
All right. Just do 5d6 and then just double that amount.
Yeah, 5d6 and then double it.
17 times 2, so that's 34.
Okay, so 34. I mean, this dude's just barely alive at this point. Probably screams in pain. Let's just go screams in pain. And then their armor is actually ablated by 1. And armor would be a useful thing to have in one of these circles, wouldn't it? All right, so that's your action. That's your move. There's really no such thing as a bonus action or holding an action. Wait, Fumiko already went, right?
Yeah.
What's your initiative supposed to be?
15.
Okay, I got you as a 10. I apologize. And Troll does not exist today. Troll is being a troll. Caliper, you're back up.
All right. So it was this one that you shot?
Yeah, that first one.
Okay.
That first one is super fucked up. Like,
I am moving
dead.
and going through this door to this spot here.
Okay.
And then first I will use my handgun to take a shot on this guy, and he's like super close in the he's in the closest range for a handgun. So except I critically fail.
Ooh,
but do you have a very heavy pistol or a low quality very heavy pistol?
I do not have a low quality one.
Okay. So your heavy pistol jams, but you're able to clear it. And if you so want, you can even close that door behind you.
Yeah, to give me cover, because I don't get because it jammed. I don't get my second shot, right?
It only actually technically jams if it's a low quality weapon. So
Yeah,
let's
not low
say
quality.
you can clear. Wait, is it
Yeah,
a heavy
I
or
upgrade,
very
like,
heavy?
all of my things. It's regular heavy.
If it's a rate of fire 2, you're able to clear the jam and fire again.
Cool. Then I will do
subtract
that.
1 extra bullet. So you lost 3 instead of 2 this round.
Okay. I'm actually gonna try something dumb.
I love it when my players say they're gonna do something dumb. Come on, AJ in chat, double down on that.
I'm in the 15 DV, so I'm gonna add 8 to my DV. I'm gonna try to hit a 23 with my pistol, and I want to hit the fire extinguisher that I set up right behind them on that door.
Okay.
To make it explode right there in that area.
Oh, interesting.
So it'd be like right here.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, please, miss, because I haven't really thought about what this is gonna do yet.
Now I really have to hit.
Nope. And had you shot at the dude who was almost dead, you would have killed him, but
I would have, yeah.
Well, actually, you would have had to roll
This-
at least like a 7, an 8. But
Yeah, this I get
yeah,
from a
your
Sherlock.
bullet ricochet is about, your calibrated eyes tell you approximately 2.69 inches away from the fire extinguisher at a 69-degree angle.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I'll
And
close the door.
Fumiko is now up.
Alrighty.
I also wanted to
Random
clear this
gunshots.
space
I'm
so
gonna-
that Fumiko
1,
could
2, 3,
take it over.
3, 4. See this guy? I'm gonna.
Yep, you see an almost dead cop right there.
Okay,
Fuck him up.
that's an 8, so it's a DV15. Let me see if I
Oh
can.
yeah, it is a DV15. That's unfortunate.
See, I can.
Oh, but that's a hit.
That is
So-
a hit, very much so.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Is this a, what kind of pistol is this?
Ooh,
This is a heavy pistol.
That's a crit. That's a
Oh
hard
my-
crit.
that is holy crap.
That-
Oh,
So congratulations on the crit. I would.
Devil's
I
crit.
mean, do you really? He's dead.
blew his digital head off.
He's dead. So I'm just gonna say you can describe how he dies, and if you want to pull up on the crit table what that does, that's up to you. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna say he's dead and let you take it from here.
Alright. Alright, so what I decided to do is I do it so well, like I hit him like right in his throat, and he just starts choking on his blood, and he falls to the floor.
Nice. And actually, I
And I-
took a voice acting for video games lesson, and one of the things they had us do was what they call efforts. And one of the things is like you got to make the sound as if you're getting punched. You got to make the sound as if you're running, and you got to make the sound as if you're on fire and burning to death. That was the only one I was good at. Also, Caliper, give me another 1d10 plus your current luck score roll, just for fun.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay.
And wait, why do we have Fumiko and Duncan in the turn order? I don't understand. Anyway, it's cop time. So this one's just gonna like, oh wait, no, that's not a door.
Nope.
So this one's gonna just like kind of jump over his dead buddy. There's a single tear runs down his eye. And also can only make it to there. 10 meters. They're gonna pull out a very heavy pistol. And that is also a plus 10. Okay. One of the things I need to figure out is doing like just making NPCs with combat numbers. And a 20 is gonna hit Wasp.
Okay.
So that's 14 damage. What's your armor?
11.
That's 3 damage, and your armor is now 10.
Yeah. 7. Gets shot in the chest plate and like, ah, fucker.
And the next one is also going to shoot you.
Yeah.
And that might actually miss. I need to actually
what is-
measure this. No, wait, no, that's a hit.
What are they
Just
shooting with?
very heavy pistol.
And how far was it?
12 meters. So if they
Uh.
were, oh, wait, no, was it 12 meters?
No, 12 meters. You need a 15.
12 meters. You need a 15. Wait, let's. Yeah, 12 meters. He'd need a 15. That's a miss. So, and that one's gonna dash for his action. We're back up to Wasp.
Okay. All right. Now, switching weapons doesn't cost an action, right?
I'm just gonna say I don't want to keep track of that level of bullshit. So yeah,
Okay,
just
cool.
go for it.
Okay.
It's
So
the dark future.
I'm gonna have Wasp drop a rifle, but it's slinged, so it still stays in front of her, and she's gonna draw her pistol, and I'm gonna take shots at this forward guy here.
And this is a heavy or very heavy pistol.
It's a heavy pistol.
So I believe the rate of fire is 2.
Yep.
You'd be correct.
And I think that was
That's also
8 meters away.
Yeah, it's about.
So,
Or
at 10 meters away, it's still in the same range bracket, so that's a 15 to hit.
Okay. I do the first shot here.
Well,
First
that's
shot
a hit.
hits.
So go ahead and roll that 3d6 beautiful bean damage.
13.
13. All right. Roll20 really needs a calculator just built into this thing.
Are you keeping track of their health on the individual tokens?
I am, yes.
You can, when you just click on the circle that has their health in it, you can do minus whatever
Yes,
they take, and then just hit enter.
The one problem is the armor soaks damage.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you have to figure that out.
Still got to do the
Okay.
math.
Still have to
Yeah,
do the
I
math.
still got to do math, and that's a problem. All
right.
So yeah, you definitely. He's hurting. I hope I didn't blow out anybody's eardrum. I didn't quite rehearse that effort.
No, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna squeeze off a second shot.
Ooh,
30.
wow. It's too bad that critical hits and actually doing critical damage are two different things.
Yeah, no. All right, 12 for that second one.
I mean, he's starting to look kind of hurt. Kind of hurt slash pretty hurt slash... If this was D&D 4E, one might call it bloodied. But that is also your turn.
Yeah.
And Troll is off being a troll. Caliper's in here twice because there's a glitch in the Matrix. Caliper.
My hack did work.
You didn't accomplish what you wanted, but you did something, and you probably have no idea what it is.
I'm gonna open the door slightly, see this guy here, and just be like, bap bap, and
then are you gonna close the door? Because that's just hilarious.
Yes.
Nice.
Get off my stoop. That hits with a critical of a 30.
30 hits. Yep.
3 d6, 14 damage.
Okay, thank you for making that math easy for me based on their armor. And that was a heavy pistol or very heavy?
Okay.
Heavy pistol.
So that has a rate of fire of 2.
Yes.
Good.
And so I do it
Poisol,
again.
give me that again, please.
14, and that does hit because it is. I am
You
0
are at
meters
optimal.
away.
You are at optimal range. You're at point blank range.
Yup. 3 more d6 is 8. That's not very good.
No, it's not.
Oh,
But
bad cat.
But that is your turn.
I still move. I can still move.
Yeah, and you can still just like close that door behind you,
I do
just
close
like a
that
cartoon
door,
character. Cool.
and then I go and I open and go into this room and close the door behind me.
All right.
Because
Perfect.
there's multiple ways out of this room, so he doesn't know which door I went through. Because there are 3 doors in this room. That's not counting the one that I shot him from.
Yes, exactly. That is probably the one he's most interested in.
Yep.
I'm just gonna give him a perception roll.
All right. Do you want me to like roll a stealth as well?
No, you're making this way too. Yeah,
Right.
no, he doesn't. He knows it. He knows it was this door, and that was about it.
Yep.
All right. Fumiko is up.
Okay.
I really don't understand why there's a Fumiko and a Duncan in here, but okay.
I am also glitching the matrix. I must tell you, while I know it now, there is no spoon. Only Zool.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna pull my heavy handgun and just put a couple bullets in him.
This one here?
Yeah, the one that was.
Okay, now is it a heavy or very heavy? Because
Heavy.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage, and you do have a second attack with that.
10 damage.
All right.
And let me see. Go ahead and do that once more. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Yep. Crit fail. Your bullet just goes whizzing past. If Caliper had line of sight, that bullet was just tantalizingly close to the fire extinguisher trap.
So close.
Fumiko goes, well, shit.
And guess what time it is? It's motherfucking mook time!
I'm gonna go back in here, close the door behind me. Here.
Alright, so this one is going to shoot at Wasp.
Okay.
And I think that's actually going to hit, right? 13? Wait, what's the
which one is it? The front one?
Yeah, oh, they're going to move a little closer first. Yeah, they're going to move just a little closer. So that is within range. And that will be a hit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that is a poor quality. Oh, wait, no. It's not poor quality. It's just very heavy. Oh, shit. That is a critical. Can you pull up the critical hit table for me, please?
Yeah, one sec. Where is it? I thought I just saw it.
If only there was a medtech on your team.
There is.
Hopefully nothing gets blown off. Trauma team.
The good news is the other one misses you.
That's good. All right. So roll 2 d6s for see what that injury is.
It's an 8 on the table. It's an 8.
Oh.
Oddly enough, the same roll that they got to attack you with the second mook.
8 is a broken leg. -4 to move.
All right. They shoot you in the leg. You're like, oh, my leg! And I hope I didn't blow out anybody's eardrums in chat there.
My leg!
Used to be a solo until you took a bullet to the leg.
Exactly. So you have the broken leg condition, and your armor is ablated by 1.
Okay. And how much damage was that at total?
Holy shit, 19?
Yeah, so
That's a lot
with
of
the,
damage.
with the armor, so I was at 10, so 9 plus 5 from the crit. So it's 14. So
That's a lot of damage.
a lot. I'm hurting.
I didn't actually intend on killing you more so than I intended on killing all the players tonight, but
Welcome to the group.
you know, there's a banner ad that just is like playing at the bottom of your eyesight in the virtual reality gear that is just like a bunch of bullshit from the Ultra Safe Nuclear Corporation. Which, by the way, I just want to say that is actually a real legit company in America in 2021. And that is why they are in every fucking episode, is because the mere name alone is so absurd. I need to make it be a meme. All right. And we are back up at the top of the order with Caliper. You're
All
currently
right.
cowering in a bathroom.
They didn't.
Wait, wouldn't it be me? Because I'm after the mooks.
Yeah,
Oh shit! So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is your turn, Wasp.
and this mook didn't do anything.
Well,
Yeah.
that mook is just standing there confused.
Okay,
Like-
it didn't try to come in through the door or anything.
Yeah, the mook's like, it's a trap, and it's just sitting there with their handgun leveled at the door. Even though held actions aren't a thing in this game, they're a little confused. Let's go with that.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. Say it's my turn. So I'm gonna move to this desk right here. Get
Okay.
some cover.
Do you close the door on your way? And you can move, shoot, move. You could move, shoot, close door, move, even if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna move here. I would assume thing.
The lower
he doesn't
mook
have
is
line sight.
the wounded one, by the way, or more
Okay.
wounded.
Um.
You could probably just tell that. I think that's fair.
Okay. Would that count as line of sight though? Because my line is intersecting. the wall
I
here.
mean, you could just kind of lean out and then turn your handgun 90
Like that.
degrees into like the kill shot
Kill shot.
position. Yes.
Yeah, Cyberpunk, the system doesn't have like a half cover system. It's either, so if you can see any part of them, you don't have any penalty to
It's
shoot.
just- Okay, it's just binary cover, no cover.
Yeah.
And I you know, we are at almost the 2-hour mark, so and we still have more content, so I really just want you guys to finish this
Okay.
one way or the other. It works
All
both
right.
ways, by the way, but yeah, you've established the precedent that you don't have cover from them.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and
And yes, Chad, I'm nodding vigorously and smiling.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at this guy, the more wounded one with a heavy handgun. First shot. 18, so he's under 6, so that's definitely a hit.
Yep.
All right. So
Go ahead and roll that damage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh wow. That's like, that doesn't actually add up to average. So the damage roll for those at home was a 6 on a d6, which is good, a 2 on a d6, which is bad, and a 1 on a d6, which is really bad.
Terrible.
all over the place.
Now, fortunately, you have just ablated away all of their armor.
So yeah, you could shoot him again, and
And you can't really tell gender identity through the, corporate mook police armor. By the way, all the police are actually, for you guys, wearing skins of corporate mook, just to give you some extra motivation. It's an added benefit of the VR AR type of system. And yeah, this one looks real fucked up. Like real fucked up.
Okay. All right. I mean, second shot. Him.
That hits. Oh,
Oh my god.
dice has
Oof.
spoken.
All right, that's a -1 and a -1. I'm not gonna tell you to which, but yeah. And then I assume you just like close the door in that dude's face and just kind of like duck off.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of my move action and hobble behind this desk here.
All right, and this is definitely running way longer than I thought it was going to. But Caliper, you're up.
I will move back here and bap again through the door, or open the door and shoot him again if he's not going to come in.
Okay.
I'll cut.
Yeah, I mean, you open the door and he's holding his handgun like leveled right at the door, and then realizes, oh shit, I don't have a held action, and then
Yep.
you just shoot him. Yeah, that'll shoot him.
That's 11.
All right.
And second shot, just to move things along. That also hits.
Yes, it does.
And 15 more.
I mean, wait a second. Yeah, he dead.
Good.
Give me another luck roll just for the fuck of it, and current luck, not max luck.
Yeah. 10.
You know what? Give me a perception check, cause just for funsies.
All right. 14.
So, from what sounds like the wall in the room behind you, you hear a scream. And not like
Back here?
No, not like the simulated wall, like where you think the real wall is as you're in like the simulation suit type of situation.
So outside the BD?
Outside the BD in the meat space, you kind of hear a scream off in the distance, because if you get shot in BD, it still hurts.
Oh, okay. So I'm probably just hearing the other person.
Yeah, you
Okay.
kind of fucked with the tech a little bit before you got caught, and weird things are just gonna happen.
Cool. I'm fine with that.
Excellent.
All right. And that's my turn. Now close the
That
door
is
behind.
your turn.
Bap. Close
And
the
that
door.
makes it Fumiko's turn.
Okay. I forgot how quick fixes work in this. Because I'm looking at it right now, and for his broken leg, it takes a paramedic skill of about 13 for me to do a quick fix for it. And
That sounds about right.
okay, where is he at health wise? Because I could easily get a 13. So
I'm at 33.
you're 3
for
turns
health,
health.
out of-
Okay, so it's not
out
too
of
bad.
50.
All right, it's not too bad. As a matter of fact, I think my base paramedic skill is a 14, so I could just do this right off the bat, and just quick fix him up. So I'm gonna do that as my action.
Cool. Give me like a medtech roll or something, I think is how that works.
That's the paramedic roll. And
Yeah,
my
give me
base
that
is-
paramedic roll.
Oof.
It is 14 though, and that's the base I need to get it. So, or at least 13
Yeah.
is the base hit, so I need to get it. So
Yeah, like Wasp. So if you succeeded on that roll, does Wasp have her full movement speed again?
I think so.
So you almost nailed it, but then you realize at the very end you done fucked up. And Wasp, you have one less than your full movement speed. Let's go with, because it was a crit
So-
fail.
So it goes
So-
back up by 3.
Okay, so I'd be at 6 total movement. All right.
Sure, shit. That's
Shit,
faster
yeah,
than like half the
Oh, I
party
may have seen it back
anyway.
over here.
So why not?
Yeah, because my original's 7, so
Cool. And that was your move in action, right?
Yeah, I'm
Fumiko?
in action.
Cool. Guess what? It's mook time. Did anybody close this door?
which one?
This one is closed, and
Yeah.
this one is closed.
All right. So this one gets kicked the fuck open, and there's a trail of blood behind the boot. And so Wasp, you get hit for. You got shot twice for 34.
So the way, if Wasp has cover, if you count this as cover the wall here, you determine how thick the wall is, and the wall takes the damage first. Like,
Sure.
so if it's like that's how cover works. It doesn't change the DV. It just adds hit points that you have to work through first.
And for some reason, cover is not actually in this cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Give me like. Does somebody have the page open for cover?
It's something
I
like
have cover on my cheat sheet.
the
Cool.
thin wall is something like 10 or 15 hit points.
I'm gonna go because it's like cubicle wall. It's definitely 10.
Okay.
So that means you take
24 over
24 before armor.
44 before armor.
44.
No, I thought you rolled twice.
Oh wait, no.
It's
Yeah, I
34.
rolled a 20 and a 34 for Oh wait, no, that was to
No,
hit. I'm
Your
sorry.
combined damage you rolled
So
was
that's
34.
Oh wait, the combined damage. Yeah,
Because
that's
you
right.
rolled them
It's
both at the same time.
24. I apologize.
So
This
yeah,
is why you
24
guys
over
gotta keep
2.
your storyteller on track.
So you reduce that by your armor twice before you take damage, because there's 2 shots. So 24 minus your armor twice. What's left over is the damage you take.
And then your armor is
So-
ablated by 1.
So my armor twice would be 18. So
You take 6.
damage. Okay. All right.
Wait, what's your armor?
My armor right now before any ablation is 9.
No. Oh, you know, yeah, that checks out. But it's now at 8.
Okay. All right. 27 for the damage and 8 on the body armor.
And let's just say over here on this part of the map, while this is happening, like more cops just zipline in to the rescue of this corpo, and our heroic NPCs are just way more fucking badass than the players and just gun them down.
Yeah, because Scrapbook is with us, and
Yeah, there's multiple NPCs with you, including Scrapbook, and
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Justin's with us,
we're just gonna
so-
say that they're fucking badasses for the sake of I don't want to sit here playing with myself, because that's just
Because they are as equally badass as we are.
exactly. And Fumiko is
Not Fumiko. It should be Caliper next.
Caliper.
Or no, it should be it should be Wasp now.
Oh, that's right. Wasp was up on Fidget's turn.
Yeah, and then it's me.
So Wasp, are you like egregiously injured at this point?
No, just barely not. He's got
Nice.
50 HP, so 25 is seriously wounded. So
Nice.
I am just above that threshold. All right, I'm gonna get her there.
You're basically just like booking it.
I mean that would still count as my normal movement. Before I'm gonna try and deal with this asshole right here.
I mean, you can move, shoot, move. So
Yeah. I can't shoot then move. It's move, shoot, move, or
I mean, if you can move, shoot, move, then you can shoot, then move.
okay. I'm
Like,
gonna do that first.
I'm not really going to be hung up on I'm not gonna rules layer this shit. Like, well, actually,
All right. So I'm gonna go. So for the guy closest, he is. How far is he? It's 4.
yep, that
He's
that
in.
is optimal range for a pistol, I believe.
Yep.
0 to 6, it's a DV 13 to hit.
Okay. 16.
And
hit.
this is a heavy pistol, I believe, right?
Yep. Heavy pistol.
So you do have a second shot if you so wish. Or do you actually do the damage first? Let's see what happens.
Okay.
He looks fucked up as fucked. And you do 7 damage?
7 damage.
Ugh! He's still up, just barely. He looks fucked up. Like,
All right.
he looks like he's about to die.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take my second shot. 17.
I mean, if a 16 hits, I'm no mathematician, but I'm pretty sure a 17 is bigger than 16.
Yeah, I have just a hunch.
I might also have been
There
a
we go,
NASA
it's much
engineer on a Mars landing, and also, if health is less than 15 and armor is 0, I'm pretty sure the end result is you just killed another cop.
All right.
So
Now
if you
can
want to go ahead and move your move speed -1 because there was a crit fail on the bandaging of your leg
Yep.
situation, then you can do so.
All right. I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge. So, there.
As you
Yeah.
do so, Caliper, it's your turn.
All right. Let me.
You have a strong sense that the situation over here is well under control.
I move here, and this guy's in my short range now. I'm gonna take 2 shots at his back
Sure.
because he is focused on that other door. That hits,
That's gonna hit.
and second roll
Give me those damages.
that also hits.
That also
hit. 7 and 7.
Double 7.
And then I will get back behind the wall.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, you feel like you at least ablated their armor a little bit.
That is
And
fine
speaking of
by me.
ablated armor, we're up to Fumiko's turn.
Yes, you are. Okay, boop, boop. I'm going to give Wasp a little speed heal, which if I'm no algebra, I'm not a doctor or anything, but that should heal you. And it's body plus will. Yeah, it's
Body plus will. So that is 16 for me.
There you go.
I'm not a
and-
doctor, says the person in a doctor vest jabbing something into your veins.
Yeah, pull my air hypo. I'm like, all right, here you go.
Ah! It's like, oh, God, what is that stuff?
It's speed heal. Good shit. Making myself
Oh,
ancient Japanese recipe.
It burns, and it tastes like burning somehow, even though you didn't get injected in the mouth. And oh my god, it burns. Like, it's all burning throughout your veins and arteries for like 3 seconds.
You're welcome for not dying,
But then,
by the way.
but then everything feels good.
Hey, move back.
I wouldn't say that, but everything feels like you're less likely to die right about now. So, I mean, that's a plus.
that's always good. Not dying is usually the end goal. Like, thanks, Doc. Oh. It's kind of like shaking a place because it feels so jazzed from that thing.
And oh, guess what? It's NPC turn. And this one, seeing all his friends die, just lets out like a Viking war cry. Like, this dude's got some Nordic blood in him. And just for funsies, just for funsies, 'cause I think he's about to die anyway, just barely has eyes on Fumiko. And we'll take the shot. And roll 20 tells me to go fuck myself. That's better. That might actually even... No. Oh, that just hits, right? 7 to 12?
If you, Fumiko, if you have reflex over 8, you can attempt to dodge if you can beat a 15 using your Dex plus evasion plus D10.
Dex plus evasion. My it's actually a 7. That's what my reflex is.
Oh, then you cannot dodge bullets.
Yeah, I can't dodge bullets, even though my evasion is a 12.
But you need to
Fumiko.
raise your reflexes to 8, and then you can dodge bullets.
What's your armor situation looking like right now?
It's fully intact.
So, SP 11?
SP 11, yes.
So go ahead and change that to a 10 for right now. And go ahead and take 28 damage, please.
What the hell was he firing at me?
I mean, he was firing at you with a very heavy pistol. And
Isn't
just...
that 46s, not 4010s?
Oh,
Yeah, it's not
shit, you're right.
40
It is 46s.
I was about to say.
So, wait, what was your armor? 12?
10. 11.
11.
Light armor jack.
So
you take
go ahead
2.
and take 2 damage and reduce that to a 10, please.
2 damage.
I apologize.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You
it's
know what?
like, oh, God.
It's a Deus Ex Machina pistol of the DM's Sword of Vengeance.
It's a handheld railgun.
Yes, it's a handheld railgun. Lynx, who might still be in chat. Thank you, AJ, as always, for hanging out with us. All right, and now it is Wasp's turn.
All right. So this guy's looking pretty messed up. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, he's only like mildly injured and hurt, but his armor looks pretty fucked up.
You know what? I'm gonna go do something stupid.
Please
I'm gonna
do.
I'm gonna go up and do a little bit of karate in his face.
Okay.
Oh, so we're getting martial arts up in this joint? Oh, gladly.
Yep.
Yes, finally, after multiple people having the martial arts skill, someone actually reads the rules on how to use it.
All right.
Never.
So I'm run up and let's see, what do we got? Where is it? Is it Dex plus form skill plus a D10? 19.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up my cheat sheet here. I feel like that's almost certainly going to hit. Oh, that's interesting. This is based on their body skill.
Yeah, when dealing damage, martial arts attacks ignore half defender's armor. Round up, you deal damage based on your body.
But wait, no, that's body versus damage. That doesn't... Oh, he's got to roll evasion, right? That's how that works?
Defender's dex plus evasion plus a 1d10 or DV for some special moves.
All right, I'm going to give you an evasion roll. And then I'm going to spell roll correctly. And then you karate him to the face, I guess?
Straight into the chest.
And this ignores half armor, right?
Half armor and deals my body in damage. So my body's at 8.
Okay. Does this ablate the armor as well if you hit?
me double check that. I actually do not know.
I'm pretty willing to say yes. Just it will affect you guys as well when I send in so many ninjas. Yeah, let's just say it does for the sake of holy shit, we're 20 minutes late and we're only halfway through this very vaguely written encounter. So we're kind of going to skip the second half. And is your rate of
the
fire
second
on
half only
martial
exists
arts?
if you say it is.
Huh?
Is it 2?
Said the second half only exists if you say it does.
Exactly. There is no second half. Now, is your rate of fire on martial arts 1 or 2?
It's a 2, I think.
Yeah, I think it's. I
I
believe it is
mean,
a-
melee weapons are 2, so go ahead and attack again, just for funsies.
I can find where it is. 17.
Alright, so I will give that evasion roll a go. Oh, the RNG gods are in your favor right now.
Excellent. Vengeance. All right. So that would be. With both attacks, it'd be about 8 damage to him, right? Ignoring armor or ignoring half armor.
Wait, how'd you get 8?
With the 2 attacks. So because it deals body damage.
Oh, I thought 8 was the one attack.
Well, that is
No. Martial arts deal. They deal.
It deals the d6 equal to your body for 7 to 10. It's 3d6.
Oh,
It is.
So you didn't roll damage.
Oh,
so you roll 3d6 twice.
Yeah,
Oh,
just roll
alright.
66. I already ablated the armor, thinking it was a hit. Okay.
18.
Then only half armor counts for reducing damage.
He's so fucked up right now. Like he is, and not in the good way, like in the about to die way. And Troll is not with us tonight, so we go to second Caliper, because first Caliper is glitch in the Matrix.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see him, and I'll shoot over the shoulder of our hostage.
Sure.
I say, I just tell her to stay still.
She's
20?
doing the thing of trying to play like a corpo and play scared, and you can kind of tell that she's over exaggerating it because she doesn't quite know how to play it quite right.
So the first one hits and it's 13 damage.
Okay.
And second shot.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
The first shot did 13 damage, you say?
Yes.
So the armor is 4, the hit points are 5. If my math is correct, that's less than 13.
Yes.
So you kill the last one. Actually, give me a luck roll right now.
4.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. That actually works for me because I wasn't quite sure where I was going with that. But you kill the last cop, and Fumiko, I'm just gonna say you like duck over to here and fire the rocket and down the AV4. And as soon as that happens, you hear the as all the systems power down in the Matrix and the simulation. And basically people help you up and they're like, well, holy shit, obviously we weren't prepared for that. We're not ready. It's kind of the like you guys go out for beer and pizza.
Yay.
Hashtag Bravery Brewing. Live your life with bravery. Pizza Kitchen opening soon. So you guys go out for beer and pizza. It's really fucking good beer and pizza. And the cops are kind of like downbeat. Like they're super interested in your exploits against the clowns and how you did this. But they're also kind of like downbeaten because they just got their asses kicked. And they've got a lot to learn. And there's like this weird dichotomy. What's the word I'm looking for? Did I mention I am not sure I took my Adderall today? And that is not a medication you want to double up on. So dichotomy? Is that a word?
Dichotomy.
Thank you.
Dichotomy.
Yes.
Dichotomy, yeah.
There's that weird of, like they're excited. Everybody's adrenaline is running at max still, but they realized they're not
also
where
really
they need to
sore.
be. They just got their asses handed to them. They
And
got
also
a proper
probably just a little bit sore after
huh?
getting shot a bunch.
Oh yeah, everybody's just a little bit sore. Like once you take the AR gear off, like 92.1% of the pain goes away, but not
I mean-
99% of the pain.
Caliper's feeling just fine. I didn't take any damage.
That's right. Well, no, you like hit your funny bone on that door trying to look cool.
Oh.
Doors
All
always get me.
right.
Feeling
So,
like, I feel more sore than this on a good Friday night.
so you guys have solved my filler puzzle,
Yay.
and also,
Doo-doo.
is there anybody else still running Cyberpunk Red tonight? Doesn't look like
I
it.
have no clue.
You know what? With everything else going on, a raid is too hard. So anyway, you guys have helped out the Night City PD, train some people to take the fight to those corporal bastards. And as you think you're about to run things up and get things taken care of, John Morgan and Officer Lantes come up and, like you're all having beers. They're actually the two that are paying for the beers and the pizza. And they're like, are you sure you don't want to join up? We're trying to recruit a solid group of people to help us for the city fight back against these, the booster gangs and these corpo motherfuckers.
And he was like, I would, but I've got a clinic to run, and these people aren't gonna exactly heal themselves. So,
you just see a little bit of a nod, like they knew it was a long shot. They're just actually give me a human perception just for fun.
human perception, okie dokie. Getting here, character sheet.
14? Yeah, I mean, you just feel like they're a little disappointed. Like, maybe they're not surprised, but, they were just kind of like hoping. And, I mean, again, the offer is open to everyone. Like, they're like, look, we got to take this fight to those corporal motherfuckers. They think they can blow up buildings. They think they can chase people out of their homes.
I mean,
we're cops. We don't do that shit. We don't let that shit happen. We serve the people of Night City. They're definitely laying it on a little too thick.
Yeah, I'm just like, isn't NCPD like a corporation?
No, not in the time of the Red.
Okay.
Because what happened was in the various timelines since Cyberpunk 2020 to Cyberpunk 2025, aka Cyberpunk Red,
Yeah.
a bunch of things have happened, including what everybody assumes the key event was Arasaka detonated a nuclear device, creating the Red Zone.
Yeah.
Now, was it really Arasaka? Who's to say? But a nuclear device was exploded by a corporation, killing probably hundreds of thousands of people.
About
And
over 12,000, if I remember right.
yeah, over 12,000, maybe over 100,000, somewhere between there. So yeah, like the Night City is an independent city. It's bordered to the north by a group of what would be formerly states and provinces, and it's bordered to the west by what's left of the U.S. government. And the governments are very much trying to take the corporations to heel. And in Night City in particular, the corporations are being brought to heel by the cops and the city government. Or at least
Okay.
that's the vibe you guys are getting from your various contacts. Like,
That's
there
fair.
might be a war coming up between, what used to be democratic governments and the corporations, but there's definitely people that are very much trying to be for the people and against the corporation. And somehow the cops are for the people and against the corporation for now. And we're just going to roll with that because that just is kind of a thing right now, I guess. Well, let's roll with it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll say Wasp, being the free agent that she is. Like, well, if I was to think about it, train you mooks, what kind of compensation are we talking?
Oh, nobody got shot in the head, right? I'm
No.
pretty sure nobody got shot in the head.
No, I don't
So,
think
in addition to beer and pizza, and it's actually really fucking good pizza, everybody gets a 300 Eddie voucher. So add 300 Eddies. That's from the Night City Police Department. Also subtract 2 Eddies from Night City taxes.
So 298.
And everybody also who didn't get shot in the head, Lantes will just kind of quietly hand you 20 Ebbies when no one else is looking. And that's out of her own pocket because
Nice.
10 Gallon is just sitting there like, I didn't shoot anybody in the face. Like, 10 Gallon's
shoot
really
anybody
sitting
at
there.
all.
He's questioning. Well, he didn't shoot anybody because every shot was a called shot to the face, which is a +8 difficulty. So yeah, like 10 Gallon is definitely deflated. Lantes is quietly handing out like an extra 20 Eddies a person. Everybody take 30 improvement points.
Woo.
And
All right.
that is our session. I don't actually have a good idea on who to raid tonight, so I think we're pretty close to calling it.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for coming. I mean, this is a very weird session, but if you were paying attention to, yeah, I'm sober. If you're paying attention to specific subtext, you're kind of gonna get the vibe of where the plot bus is going, and it's gonna be a hell of a fun ride. And thanks for coming. So this has been Cyberpunk Red, Night City Blues, a Cyberpunk Red actual play stream and hopefully podcast. If you're a podcast editor and wants to be part of a streaming network, please hit us up at Sandbox Podcast at Twitter. I'm Supersonic Mike D. My streaming shenanigans are powered by Bravery Brewing. Proudly, for some reason, still sponsoring all my bullshit, both at Sandbox Podcasts and at twitch.tv Supersonic Mike D for my solo streaming adventures. Poisel, tell us about where we can find you.
Hi, this is Case Poisel. You can find me on Twitter at Ep4, where I talk about game stuff. You can find me on Twitch, occasionally streaming some games content, twitch.tv/Poisel, or my Patreon's currently defunct, but I'm working on some new content for putting out some gaming content for tabletop games of all sorts, including various Cyberpunk systems. And you can check to see when that's going to be coming back by following my Twitter or checking me out on patreon.com/Poisel. That's Poisal.
All right, Big Brain Dragon.
Okay. My name's Duncan, otherwise known as Big Brain Dragon. You can find me in the Discord if you are there under the same name. You can also find me on Instagram under that username, as well as here on Twitch. And that's really about it. You can catch me here every second and fourth Saturday as Fumiko on Cyberpunk Red, and you catch me every first and third Saturday for Falcon Creek Blood Rain as Gesh, the Dragonborn Paladin. And that's really it. Onto our new friend, if they have anything they want to add.
Yeah, our new friend who's just go ahead and I apologize. I'm bad with
No
names,
worries.
and pronunciation of names is just making it worse. I apologize. I actually feel so bad right now.
Oh, don't sweat it. You're fine. I'm Neil Sestellan. I'm kind of a social media pariah and don't have anything, which is pretty rare nowadays. I don't really have anything going, but I hang out on the Cyberpunk 2020 Red fan Discord that's run by John the Wise, and I'm also on the Art Talsorian one too. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to you guys for offering me the invite and letting me spend some time with you guys playing Cyberpunk.
Well, no, a big thank you to you for less than 24 hours notice of, oh shit, I'm down 2 players. Hey, random Discord of Cyberpunk people. Who wants to be on a streaming game? So, mad props for stepping up. And John the Wise is literally outside of anyone who doesn't work for Eltar Rousian Games. John the Wise is literally the smartest person on Cyberpunk ever. So that's one hell of a Discord that we'll toss the link in the show notes if we ever produce a podcast. I'm probably not going to be smart enough to toss that in the stream, to be honest, because I just kind of download and repaste for the VODs. But thanks everybody for coming and listening. Is there anything else we need to shout out? Like, again, this is a production of Sandbox Podcasts. So second and fourth Saturdays are Cyberpunk Red and Night City Blues. First and third are Valkenkrieg Blood Rain, an exceptionally dangerous and violent Dungeons and Dragons campaign. And you may be asking yourself, what happens on the fifth Saturday? And this shouldn't be shocking at this point. The fifth Saturday is your boy Supersonic Mike D just says it's shitface Saturday and gets really fucking drunk while playing Call of Duty Warzone. Because as one does. All right, anyone else got anything to plug here?
No.
All right, well, thanks everybody for coming. It, as always is a pleasure. We had some kind of like last minute life got in the way for about half the party, so we kind of had to just roll with All right, let's make something happen. The show must go on. Actually, cue circus music here. Because there's totally also a clown gang civil war going on. All right, well, thanks everybody. I think we're gonna end the stream here, right?
Yep.
That's good to me.
Sounds good.